and welcome to my The Voice commentary and recap of Tuesday night's episode, September 25th, 2012. So first up, we had a girl named Sylvia Yacoub. I think that's how you say her name. She sang The Only Girl in the World. She's originally from Egypt, but now lives in Michigan. I think that's what she said. I'm not necessarily sure. She was good. I think she's kind of like in the middle of the pack. I don't think she's the best we've ever seen, but she definitely does have a good voice and has good stage presence, so she ends up on Team CHRISTINA. After that, we have a guy named IJ Quinn. I think that's, IJ Quinn, singing Virtual Insanity. He's a pig farmer, and he has this really, really high-pitched voice. He gets no turnarounds. He was just okay. He has a lot of issues with his pitch, is pretty much the main reason why no one turns around. All the judges were shocked to see that it was a guy standing there, though, and not just a girl, which is kind of awkward, because he does sound like a girl. And they kind of turned around, and they were kind of like, oh, you're a guy. Ha, that's awkward. Yeah. So after that, we have a guy named Charlie Ray, and he sang Home. He's cute. He is pretty gosh darn cute. So, like normally on these shows, I try not to judge on their looks and just on their voice, but man, you know what? I couldn't help that he was nice. He was pretty good looking, so that's nice. But his voice is very cool and mellow, and it definitely fits with his looks. So I liked him. He chooses Blake. And then after that, we have a girl singing Valerie. I absolutely love that song. I always get excited when someone sings it for some reason. She toured with Adele as a backup singer, so I was like, okay, she's going to be really good. And she was really good, but no one was turning around, and I was kind of getting confused. And finally, CeeLo turned around, and I'm like, thank the Lord, because she was awesome. I don't think she was maybe as good as some of the other contenders, but I mean, she's still good, and I still think she deserved a turnaround. And if no one turned around, I would have been pissed. I think that she was a lot better than they gave her credit for, honestly. I think they might be getting tired, which, I think that kind of is one of the bad reasons of going towards the end. I think the people who auditioned in the beginning kind of have more of an advantage, because the judges are more awake and more not tired, and towards the end of the day, they're kind of like, it is over yet. So I think that was kind of maybe the reason. I think if she was like the first contestant to go, I think she would definitely have gotten more turnarounds. But because of the fact that she's later in the day, it hurt her. And then next, we have a woman named Yolanda Barber. She's 55. She sang on cruise ships for about 10 years, but now she's a bus driver because she got laid off from the cruise ship job. I was kind of sad no one turned around, to be honest. I think the problem was they could tell it was an older sounding voice, and I don't know if really any of them really wanted an older member at this point. I think a lot of the contenders are young and fresh, and being so late in the auditions, I think no one turned around just for the fact that they could tell that she was older. At least that's what I think. It's a shame, because she really does have a nice voice. It sucks, because she wants to continue on with her dream, and no one's doing it for her, not even the voice. So, keep pushing, Yolanda. I believe in you. And lastly, we have a girl named Cassadee Pope, and she sang Torn. She was in a band that apparently is a very, not, like, people have heard of them. I've never heard of them. What were they called? Something, I don't remember. But they toured with Fall Out Boy, and she knows Pete Wentz. Pretty freaking awesome. And Fall Out Boy, I love Fall Out Boy. Nowadays, those kind of bands aren't really popular. I remember, probably when I was in about freshman, sophomore year, those kind of bands were really popular, like the punk kind of band, like Fall Out Boy, Panic at the Disco. There's Green Day. Green Day's still around, but there's those kind of bands, and we don't see those that much anymore, and I kind of miss them. I kind of like those kind of bands, and I kind of miss them. I know they probably are still around, but they're not like, you know, the popular top 40 stuff. A lot of the top 40 stuff now is bubblegum pop, and, you know, I like some of it, and some of it I don't like. But I guess what I'm trying to say is I miss the good old, you know, Fall Out Boy type band. So yeah, I miss them. But anyways, she definitely was the best of the night for me and for the judges too, because all of them turned around, and she ends up choosing Blake, which I was kind of shocked because I wasn't really expecting that. I thought that for sure she would have chose Adam or CHRISTINA. Adam because, you know, he's in a band and she was in a band, and CHRISTINA because for the fact that she's a girl. And I just wasn't expecting her to choose Blake because he's country and she's far from it. So it's interesting. But I think he has Blake. You know, Blake, he does have those country contenders on his team, but he also does have some people that are out of the box, and that's cool. And I like that. So good for Blake. Thank you all for watching. The song that was played in the beginning of the clip was Haley Reinhardt's first single, Free, from her album Listen Up. I highly suggest it. If you know me, I am a huge Halian, so go out and check it out. Follow me on Twitter at ScottyHaleyFan. There will be a link in the description. Comment down there, tell me what you all think, right over there, and sub up there. Thank you all for watching, and see you all later.